Good morning guys, welcome to the video. Thank you for tuning in. Today is a really special day for me. I have booked to go surf the wave park at Abu Dhabi, the Kelly Slater Surf Ranch. It's been a dream of mine since they opened up in 2019. And being a surfer, growing up as a surfer, being around the beach, coastal life is one of the most specialist, coolest things I've ever seen. I just still can't wrap my head around how this thing works. However, it's happening today. I'm chasing one of my dreams and I'm investing in it, and it's going to be an unbelievable day. I'm going to basically vlog the whole day and bring you along with me, give you my experience, a review at the end of it. But from what I've heard, it's all positive, but you never know. So fingers crossed the weather stays strong. It's hot here in UAE. I'm here on the Palm. I'm on the beach at Atlantis, vlogging as I'm speaking to you guys. But again, it's all about, for me, it's just chasing that dream. And I feel like if you have a bit of purpose, chase that dream, whatever it is. If you want to do it, you can do it. Just go for it. At the end of the day, it's all about what you want to achieve and just get it done.
In America also.
I'm brushed up, ready to go. I'm pretty nervous, to be honest. It's expensive waves, got to stand up. So fingers crossed I can get a good one all the way through. The wave itself is 350 meters, which is a long time to be surfing. Nearly a 1 minute ride if you really milk it. So I'm excited, it's gonna be heaps of fun.
Yeah, ready to go.
Good morning guys, this is 24 hours post wave pool experiment. I just wanted to touch on a few things, give you a bit of feedback and just tell you about my experience. I made the trip down to Abu Dhabi to surf the Kelly Slater or Abu Dhabi Surf wave pool. I booked it 24 hours beforehand because it's not busy, but I booked the advanced session, and was really cool. When I got there, I was pretty impressed with the facilities. You know, the way it's set up. There's plenty of staff. There's a restaurant. There's a beach club. It's kind of got everything you need. They do everything they can to make you feel comfortable, which is cool. You get met by a coach, and the coach kind of gives you a bit of a briefing, and then you go to the board rack and you pick the boards you want to surf. But all in all, was a really fun, exciting build-up. I was a bit nervous, to be honest, and you probably see in some of my clips. But yeah, no, it was a great experience. You know, to surf 350 meters in an artificial wave in the desert is experience I can't explain. Very cool. What else? The price of it was 3,500 AUD, which is about 1,400 Aussie dollars. Now, a lot of people whinging about this price, but if you get there and you see how much staff there are and you sort of see how the machine works, you kind of justify it. They give you free board hire and they give you all the photos and videos for free. So I guess it sort of all makes sense in a way. I think it's a fairly reasonable price, and if it's a once in a life experience, or is it an experience that you do once a year, I think it's worth it. I was actually surprised there was guys in my heat who have done it multiple times, and they were locals, so that was pretty cool. There was one guy from Europe somewhere, and he booked 3 sessions in a row, but he had to pay for each session. He didn't get anything free just because he paid for the day. So it is a little bit expensive if you're doing that, but if you got the money, like, it's all good. Learned a few. The wave itself in advance is actually it's actually a little harder than you think. I think I've watched too many pros rip it to shreds, and not being a pro at all, just it's actually a little bit faster than you think, and it's a little bit more different. You don't need much of a bottom turn. It's hard to generate power, so you just kind of got to stay up on the wall. But yeah, I mean, I managed to figure it out near the end. If I was to surf it again today, which I definitely considered, I would have definitely been a bit better at it. But it took me at least 2 or 3 waves to sort of get my head around it. But that was really cool. What else? Yeah, so heaps of fun, really cool, really worth it, I think, in my opinion. I heard little whispers that it's owned by a sheikh who owns the island, so it's not actually owned by Kelly Slater. And I've heard that there's a sheikh in Saudi Arabia who's doing the same thing. He's about to build a sports-based island. It's basically on an island, and the island is just built for sports. So there's going to be a sheikh building one in Saudi Arabia that's going to be 600 meters long, so double the length of the current one, which is 350, but I think that's still another 12 or 15 months off. They cost about 35 million to build. I've looked into it myself. But yeah, no, it was a great day, great experience. Would highly recommend if you ever had a chance and are happy to spend the money. You know, experiences come and go, but that's one of the coolest experiences if you love your surfing and you love your sports. So I'll leave you guys to it. You guys all have a nice day. Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to my video. Chat soon.